What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone on this Saturday, the 21st of January. Now, before we get into it, because I know yesterday I made a video, and the moment I uploaded it, basically, the news came out for 15 points. So I'll mention in this one, I'm recording it, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, midnight on a Saturday. So things might have changed, or like new things might have come out before I upload this, but I don't have time. I'm out all day, so this is it. But before we get into it, please like the video, subscribe to the channel as always, the good stuff, the usual stuff. But again, we got deducted 15 points. Now, immediate effect, 15 points upheld. That's the situation at this moment in time. So the club responded by saying they're waiting to hear why we got deducted 15 points. We will know that, according to Sky Italia, within 10 days, so Monday, the second Monday from now, we will know why they basically called it a deduction, call for a deduction of 15 points. So that's a club statement saying they feel they're also being treated unfairly because other teams got, nothing, we're all in the same pot, but only we came out with 15 points. All the other teams just, got away with it, apparently. So that's what the club is saying. And they don't think it's fair, all those things. But they will appeal it the moment they know why. We got 15 points. And apparently the appeal is going to be in 1 month and a half, 2 months. Now, you can appeal it. You have two outcomes. If you go to the Coney, whatever, how you want to pronounce it, you can get 15 points or nothing. Like there's nothing in between. It's 15 points or nothing, 0, and you won, whatever. That's the situation we're in now. Yes, there are also other investigations. There's another on Plus Valenza, the 22nd of February. There's a Cosnop, the prosecutors from Torino, and the UEFA is looking in things. I know people are freaking out because Monblano said that the UEFA wants to ban us for 3 years. That might be true, but if it's true, I don't think Monblano knows that at this moment in time. That's just me. But whatever. That's the case. That's the scenario we're in at this moment in time. Now, we don't know why, but apparently why we got deducted 15 points, is because they claim we used the Plus Valenza to cover up losses. Now, I'm a football fan, so I have no idea if it's legal, illegal. I can only say, to me, it sounds illegal. But again, if anyone in the comments or anybody watching knows more, let me know, because at this moment in time, you have Plus Valenza, you bring it in the books. Isn't it to make the books look better? To make a profit? Maybe I'm totally confused, or like I have absolutely no clue what it all means, but apparently that's the case. We use the Plus Valenza to cover up the losses. Now, they claim it's 60 million euros. Now, over the time span of those 3 years, when we got those 60 million euros, that 60 million euros is only almost 4% of our entire revenue, including capital gains, which was a total of 700 million euros over the course of those years. So they're claiming that 5% coming from capital gains plus Valenzas to cover up losses is worth 15 points. Now that's not officially. Officially we will know apparently on Monday, 2 weeks from now, or a week and a day from now, and a few days from now. But the first reports, whatever you want to call it, are saying that that's the reason. That's the reason. Again, is it true? Is it not true? Is it legal? Is it illegal? I have no idea. Now, a lot of people are also asking why did we go from 9 points to 9 points and a fine to 15 points? I have no clue. I have absolutely no clue. Because when I said on the live, I was joking with it, I don't think there's an Excel spreadsheet that goes 60 million euros in Plus Valenza means 15 points. I don't know how it works. We'll probably know on that Monday that this is why, and this is how we came to our conclusion of 15 points. But that's a long way pace or like a long way. It's gonna be if it's gonna feel like a long way, but like 9 days, it's not long. Now that's all the things off the field, you know. And you can also ask the question, why are you getting points deducted for financial things? I can also not respond to that answer because I have no idea. Now on the pitch, it's gonna be very strange because again, a week from now, you were potentially in a title race. If you beat Napoli, now you're sitting 8th. That's the situation. You're officially 8th at this moment in time. So I was already very, how do you want to say that? Very drained. I was going into the season in games being like, yeah, it's done. Like, we're playing kind of for nothing. Top 4, yeah, that's not really what I want to play for. Maybe Coppa Italia, but like that's not gonna make me happy or make up for the season. Now, I have no idea how to react. Games, are we sitting third? Are we sitting 8th? If I'm thinking that way, how are the players thinking? Because they are probably now thinking, what the hell is happening? Are we competing for 4th? Are we competing for nothing? That's the situation. Now, there are reports that today there is a meeting between, again, it's coming from Monblano, but I will believe that news because apparently Danilo and Bonucci asked for a meeting with the board, whatever, which makes sense because me being a player, I want to know what's happening. Now, I know a lot of wannabe journalists, not journalists. They write maybe for whatever sites, I don't know. They're putting out already doom case scenarios, like, but they didn't even knew what was going to happen yesterday. So that's that. That managers want to speak would also make sense, you know. But some are acting like everybody's going to leave now, which is maybe players leave, I don't know. But like at this moment in time, nobody knows what's going on. So I don't think they're going to be like, oh, we're out, because you don't know what's happening. That's that. In the summer, I don't know what's going to happen in the summer. Like maybe, yes, it will be 15 points. And maybe the UEFA says we found some, you know, things you did wrong with the books, whatever. We're going to ban you for Europe for 2 seasons. And then everybody is going to leave. Even the Italian players, even Chiesa will be like, I'm not going to stick here, waste my career and all those things. I don't know. I think nobody knows that at this point. It could go all to shit. And yes, at the end of the season, you can be sitting no Europe for 2 years, and players like Bremer, Vlahovic, and Chiesa will be like, I'm gone. But that's still far away. Like, we can only talk about what's happening now. And what's happening now is that we're deducted 15 points, but we don't even know if it's going to be upheld, yes or no, because the club can appeal it. But we will only know on Monday, the next Monday, not this one, why we're being deducted 15 points. And then we will only know in about 2 months if we will actually get deducted 15 points, yes or no. But in those 2 month spans, we're going to play games. And I have no idea how you're going to tell the players you're playing for top 4, you're playing for, I don't know, are you going to tell the players you're playing for Conference League? I don't, like, that's going to look bad. You know, that's going to be a weird sell. The questions are in and around the club. Interview is going to be weird. It's going to be messy. The club put out a statement, which I didn't personally really like because it was a weird one. They're basically saying, what about the rest? Which is true. But if you're going to use that in your defense, going to appeal it, I don't think that's going to uphold. You need to just defend yourself. But at this moment in time, it's a weird situation. It is. We did the live and we talked about players leaving and saying, I don't know, like everybody can leave. Like I said, we can have 0 points deducted and nothing happened. Or you can have 15 points and the UEFA be like, you know what, guys, we found something. You're banned for Europe for 2-3 years. I don't know. Or you have a transfer ban or whatever. And then, yeah, a lot of players, probably everybody is going to leave. Nobody wants to stay. I don't know. Because if you have a transfer ban, you cannot sign players. And you're in a complete mess because players might leave. So that's the situation you're in now with facts, or like faxes. At this moment in time, you're 15 points off. And hypotheticals. Maybe this will happen. Maybe that will not happen. Maybe he will leave. Maybe he will stay. It's all up in the air now. You just need to let it play out. You know. I will end this video by saying this is why I always say you can support the club, but still be very critical. You don't need to be a yes man for everything just because you love the club. I think being critical for the club when needed shows that you care more about the club because you have higher standards. Agnelli did great things for the club, but he left the club in an absolutely shambolic state. And you cannot erase that by saying, oh, but look at those 9 years. What about now? Look at the club. It's a complete mess. So that's why when I come on and people say, oh, you're negative, I'm not negative. I have higher standards for the club. And when I think, okay, this is not looking good, you know, and when they were doing well, I credit them. And yes, you have some, I don't want to say that, credit in the bank, but not for 3-4 years and this situation. So it's a mess. It's a complete mess. Even Cherubini got banned. So we don't even have a sporting director. It's only Allegri who has been in this world, who is at the club now. Even the director of the Juventus museum got banned. No idea why, but that's what it is. The only guy at the club who actually knows something about football, or like been in the world, is Allegri at this moment in time. That's the situation we are being left at. On that note, I'm gonna leave. Julian will be live for a preview because we still play on Sunday. It's gonna be weird, but whatever, we play. So join him. He will obviously talk about this situation and preview that game. And yeah, me myself will be back Sunday after the game, and then Monday we will go again, I guess. Thanks everybody for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel as always, hit that bell notification, and I will see you guys on Sunday.